Hi my fellow plant lovers, welcome back to Rooted in Style. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Melanie. I was at Lowe's looking for plants for another video when I saw this really pretty money tree. And he's pretty keeled over in his pot, so I grabbed him to take a better look. And where's the soil? He was just sitting in an empty pot without soil. So I decided I just needed to bring him home and see if I could revive him. So I'm gonna be repotting this guy and we'll see if he survives. If you're interested, stay tuned for the rest of this video. So I've got all my supplies now. My plant, my soil mix. I'm gonna pot it into this just because I know that its roots will grow down. So I've got this that I'm gonna switch it into. And I have my rooting powder, since I'm not sure how many of its roots got destroyed when that happened, but I feel like it was a good amount. So as always, I'm gonna start with the rooting powder. Make sure that I get those roots so that they are the most likely to survive. There's that rooting powder. And now let's put our soil mix in. It would have been best if I had made the soil a little bit moist before I did this. And that's a little bit too shallow right now. So I need to get rid of some of that mix. That looks better. So you can see the line that the soil was at, which was here. And let's finish potting him up. As you can tell, I've fully potted up my guy in this new planter. I like it. It's very earthy and just natural looking. He had a really nice pot that he came in. I just really like this more natural one, and my husband is more of a naturalist, and I'm gonna be putting this in his office. But anyway, some facts about the money tree. It's also known as Pachira aquaticus or something like that. Hold on, I wrote it down. Pachira aquatica is its Latin name. It is a great starter houseplant. It is very easy to take care of. I had one of these before when I was in college, and while they grow best when they're near like direct filtered light, so AKA a window, they can tolerate low light conditions. And the one that I had before was actually the first plant I ever owned, and I did not have it near a window, and it did perfectly fine until I moved and it kind of came out of its container, and then I just never felt like dealing with it. These guys can grow pretty big, but you can also keep them small. So if you have it further away from a light, it won't grow as fast. So that's one way you can keep it small. The other way is through regular pruning. So these are one of the plants where you can actually cut the top off and it will still put out leaves and new growth. It will be completely fine as long as the roots are okay. Now I wouldn't cut it down all the way to the base, but just, you know, the top. So you can keep it small with less light or by regular pruning. in terms of watering, so this guy is small, so I can just lift him up and feel how heavy he is, and he's in a clear pot, which also helps me see if he is dry. But if you have a bigger money tree, you can put in your finger, feel if the top 2 inches of the soil are dry, and then you can also look at the leaves. So yellow leaves, wilting leaves, those can be signs of under overwatering. You can go back to your soil, feel it, and that can help kind of guide you as to if it's under or overwatered. I would only fertilize them once a month in the growing season. I wouldn't fertilize them in the winter because if you fertilize when they're not growing, it can actually burn the roots. And like I said, your leaves will grow back as long as your roots are okay. But if you burn your roots, all your leaves will fall off. Your plant is a goner. So what do you guys think? Is my money tree gonna make it, or do you think it was too late for him when I got him back into soil? I think it should be fine since his leaves were still nice and green, and I really got him back into soil pretty quickly. So I think he'll do well, but let me know what you think down in the comments. For now, the last thing to do is to get him his permanent home, and I have a perfect spot in mind for him. At my husband's desk. Look how perfect that is. A little bit more green in his life, and it is a money tree, so maybe he'll make some more money. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're curious about how my money tree will do after I rescued it, don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, happy planting and stay rooted in style.